just finishing up setting up a couple things on the OBS stream.
Oh, you're live.
Okay, yep.
Didn't realise you were live.
Yep, just gone live. And yeah, I put a thing in the Your Streams thing on the Discord server. I think I'm just going to start moving my streams to YouTube from now on, instead of streaming
Any
on
particular
Twitch.
reason?
What's up?
Any particular reason?
Just kind of feeling more like I just want to try and do things on one platform for now. I was initially thinking of trying to do, like, I thought I found a good service that I could, like, multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, but it was a subscription, so I was like,
I intend to figure that out. Diversify the audience. If I'm streaming in more places, more people can watch me.
Yeah.
Better way to get growth.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, since I already have at least some people on YouTube, I'll just try and do that.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy Studio Block's birthday.
Do you want to see the silliness that I did?
I'm always down for some silliness.
So
Yes,
we'll head over to the buried treasure.
Alright.
I had a little play. My helmet looks very weird on your stream.
Maybe I have the
Yeah.
the 3D skin models. I forgot to re-enable my shaders. I'm on my way.
I'll make me look more normal on your stream.
Ow, I smacked my face.
So, silliness is this way.
The boat did not like me trying to get out of it.
Oh dear. The boat is very clingy.
I have to leave boat.
Yeah, the silliness. Probably best place to see the silliness is around here. Can you see the silliness?
Currently, no.
Keep looking.
Oh. Well, hello. There's a bunch of wabs running around. Oh dear, there's so many coming up now.
There's 28 weird and beardeds. Not including me.
You can just see a bunch of white dots on the minimap just running around.
I've timed it all so that sometimes they brush arms, but they never fully collide.
Nice.
Because you can delay when a recording will start playing within a scene. So I can say, so this one, start this after 3 seconds. So it was set up a route, add it to the scene, play the scene, watch that guy, oh, he collides there, need to start him a bit later. Oh, now he's colliding there, let's start him a bit later. Sometimes I just re-recorded the path. But yeah, I've just had a spreadsheet up and running so I could pick random houses and they just walk from one house to another house. So, I mean, do you have the camera mode?
The
Free cam or anything
I
of that
keep
nature?
forgetting to install FreeCam.
Do you have you should do, because it's part of the mod pack, Tweakaroo.
I believe so.
So if you press X and C, that should bring up the config.
Okay.
That was not the right config.
X then C.
There we go. So I'm watching it on your stream.
Okay.
And one of these you'll find under tweak. You'll find tweak free camera.
Here we go. True. Oh, and is this a toggle? It sounds like.
And you can also set a
hotkey
hotkey for it, so I've got it. Personally, I have it set to K, just because K is not used for anything else.
Would it be just free cam? Here we go. Wait, is this it? Free camera player inputs or free camera player movement would be the hotkey.
Oh, no, so there is a tweak that just says free camera.
But under the
Tweaks,
hotkeys,
tweaks.
how do I set up
No,
the
no, I said under tweaks.
Yeah, I have it. Is this how you...
You're still in hotkeys. Go to tweaks.
Okay. I have done it.
There you go.
I would have imagined that hotkeys would have had the hotkey for the tweaks.
I don't know why it's there. So shall I run the animation again so you can just see all the webs walking around?
Yes.
Or, here's an interesting thing. They're saved globally. So if you type /mocap I'm waiting until I see it on your stream.
Okay. Probably a decent chunk of delay on my stream.
Or until you tell me that you typed it.
I have typed it.
Playing.
Playing.
Start. And then you want to
Right.
go with .town.
Start dot town? Or is it
Yeah.
like a space dot? Okay, I see.
And I think that they all save globally for some reason.
That's a bunch of Haydens running around now.
Is it? That's fascinating.
Into the Haydenverse.
Well, they don't have to all be Haydens. But that's really interesting. Why is that the case?
The only thing I could imagine would be because it was me who did it, but then it's also like you should be able to do it with other people as well. Like with
Well-
other skins.
Well. Shall we head over to the Beta Tavern?
Yes. I had to check the
Let
minimap
them
for a
find
second.
out.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the original WAB that I'm following.
Okay, I think we're going to need to implement some more rules because of the mocap. First of all, because of the whole thing of they all get saved globally, we should have a rule of once you've finished with the thing, make sure you delete all the bits for it. Just so we
Fair.
can keep the files clear.
Maybe have like a brief period of time that you could save them, but not very long.
Yeah. Well, just say because it might be that. So what I don't want to do is have people set up some stuff, record it, then delete it, and then when they're editing it, realise that there was one thing that they needed to add.
Yeah.
So just say once you know that you're done with it, then remove it.
Okay. Seems
And
fair.
if we spot that there have been things on there for a while, then we can just say, hey, does this belong to anybody? And are you still using it? So let's go to the Bearded Tavern where I have done another thing. Which I have been using to prank somebody, but they haven't noticed the prank yet.
Mm.
They definitely will notice the prank.
Oh,
That's not the Bearded Tavern.
I'm taking a very convoluted route.
Yeah. I just went to the Purple Sharestone and then clicked on the Bearded Tavern.
I forgot it was on the purple Sharestone. I've gone to Wav's room.
Well, come downstairs. Come down to the bar. And I will show you why we need to implement 2 other rules.
Um, okay.
We actually had 2 people on the server this morning who haven't been on the server before.
Nice. Ow. Smack my head on a light.
So if you turn around, you'll see that this flower pot has suddenly appeared.
No.
Because you can absolutely use this to just dupe any block or item. So we've got to say no using this to dupe stuff.
You can duplicate things with the flower pot?
Anything.
Oh.
So if you record yourself placing down a block, then you can restart recording, and as long as you break the block before the recording finishes, so before the playback finishes, you've got that block back.
Interesting.
So I have gathered quite a lot of flower pots from this. But also, Vimus and Mr. Stephen, you know I often refer to my friends over at Battle Cattle.
Yeah.
Mr. Stephen was in my stream chat this morning because he was curious about the motion capture stuff. Vimus was not. Vimus has no idea what has occurred. He just has a screenshot of him and Mr. Stephen on the Studio Block server, which he hasn't seen yet. But I've posted it in the Battle Cattle group with Mr. Stephen's permission. So we need to introduce the rule of make sure you clear out after yourself. Introduce the rule of don't use this to dupe.
No duping allowed.
Yeah, so we were testing this. Spider now has a set of my Elytra because I managed to dupe my Elytra really easily. I just did a recording of me throwing my Elytra onto the floor, and then I played it back and picked up my Elytra.
It's very
But also the
interesting.
third rule of don't use people's skins without their permission. Because what you just saw was essentially just the Minecraft version of a deepfake.
Yeah. Seems like a fair set of rules for the new mod.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to just start churning out a load of generic person skins so that I can try making a crowd scene.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, 'cause you can take skins from people's usernames, but also you can just take them from files.
Mm.
So there is now a folder on the server for saving skins. So if people want to do this, they'll kind of need to do it through me or you. But then they can access those skins for recording stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot we can do with this.
Yes.
And it's really nice and easy to use. That's the other thing I like about it. Everything. So you can look up some of the initial commands, but then after that, it just tells you what to do next. So when you stop a recording, it then says, if you want to save the recording, use this command, or use this command to get rid of the recording.
Yeah, that actually does seem pretty easy.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
was this one called? Was this one the Dot Tavern?
Together.
I want to see if I can play this one to see if it...
Play Dot Tavern. Dot Tavern's weird. Because Dot Tavern I was playing with the delay.
There's a couple Haydens again.
So they're all following the same route because it's just... I've only done 2 recordings and then just set them up at 3-second delays. But it's cool that they still interact with the world, so
yeah.
trapdoors are still opening, levers are still being pulled.
I guess it makes sense that you would be able to use this for duping, but I definitely wouldn't have expected it. It is very interesting that it's showing some Haydens, though, coming through.
So I think what it is when you haven't specifically told it what to do, it just refers to the user.
Okay.
But I specifically set the others up to be Mr. Stevens, because we wanted to say about changing skins and Mr. Stevens in the chat.
That's probably it.
Which means that if you do want it to specifically be you, you need to set it up to specifically be you. So one of the things I was thinking was I might get rid of a couple of the weird embeddeds over at my town, but then give each of them the skin of somebody on the server.
That could be fun.
And then just every now and then, when somebody's on who hasn't been on in a while, take them over there and confuse them. Oh, look,
what's going on? What's everyone doing here?
Here's the weirdest minigame. Find you.
That could be a fun new minigame. Have like, 1 or 5 minute timer on it or something. Just 1 or 5 minute recording of just a bunch of people running around. You have to find wherever you are.
We might be able to do that with command blocks. So you press a button and it assigns your skin or whoever's skin to one of them at random, potentially.
I think my block sounds are still turned down. They are.
Yeah, the fact that we can now do crowd scenes. I mean, the only reason I stopped at 28, the only reason there's only 28 webs at the town is because it was time for me to start my live stream.
Fair enough.
And certainly for me it was smooth. I assume for you there was no lag when all of a sudden 28 weird embeddeds appeared and started walking.
Yeah, I noticed nothing when it started. I was just looking around. I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. And then I saw another WAB come down the stairs. I was like, what?
So, I'm curious to see what the upper limit is. Because if 28 is fine, we could easily do crowds with this.
Yeah.
Because you don't actually need that many people to make a believable crowd, depending on how you're filming things.
Yeah, the most complicated I can imagine for some of the things I think of for this would be like a battle scene. That might be difficult to do, but if it is just like a bunch of people
Well,
gathered around hanging out.
I was actually talking about having armies. I was on here with Spider earlier. There's another interesting thing you can do. Let's go outside.
You both close the door.
That was excellent work. In fact, maybe if we head over to the desert farms, because that's a nice big flat area.
Yeah.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little recording of myself. And then I'm going to show you what could be fun for doing armies. So the way this works, you do mocap recording, start, and I'm only recording me. And then it tells you it hasn't actually started recording yet. You either type in that command again, or start moving and then the recording starts. So now the recording has started. I'm just going to walk across. Maybe I'll turn a little this way. Then continue walking. And that's what I'm going to do. So then I do mocap recording stop. And we're going to save this as test. And now this is where things are going to get interesting. So I was facing... Okay, so Z is going up, X is going up. Lovely. Shall we do a battalion of 25?
Yeah, 25 sounds like a good number.
I'm going to do slash mocap scenes add, and I'm going to call it army. Then mocap scenes add to army test. And I'm going to start increasing the offsets. So bear with me just a moment, because I'm adding quite a lot to this.
Fair enough.
Now I've probably made them too close, but this is purely for demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
Because I'm only having them one block apart.
Very tight-knit formation.
So now, I can't remember where I started, but if I do mocap playing start army, you now have a battalion all moving in perfect harmony.
Nice.
That could be quite interesting for military things. That actually doing a military camp. You know when you have an establishing shot of a military camp and there's a group of people marching past?
Yeah.
That looks so good for that.
It would be perfect for a scene like that.
Because of course I can change what's on the ground. So what you can do is you can mark out a path for you to walk along, record yourself walking
Oh,
along
yeah.
that path.
Remove it, then play the recording.
Yeah. Set up your little pretend, and you can also add scenes to scenes. So then you can have a scene made up of lots of smaller scenes just to make things easier. And once things are in a scene, I can then edit it even further. So what I can do, just for my own amusement, let's do mocap scenes list elements for the army. Pick a number between 1 and 25.
13.
13 is at 202. Okay, so what we'll do is modify dot army. We're going to modify the 13th guy, so that should be the middle guy. I'm going to modify the position offset. So then if I play it again, it's now going to look a little weirder.
That's the commander.
So yeah, you can just go in afterwards and edit them. Or what I could do, if I put him back on the ground, let's edit one of the early guys to be a bit late. So now there's one guy lagging behind.
Wait for me, guys.
See, yeah, if you wanted to add a little bit of realism to it, what you do is, because the delay time you can have is to 3 decimal places. So you can go through. So reaction time is what? You could say reaction time is 0.1 of a second, 0.2 of a second, or whatever, on average. And then give everybody a random delay time between those two numbers, and it will look more realistic.
Yeah. So that they're not all just like perfectly in sync. There's some slight variation.
So if instead of having him lag really far behind, I'm just going to give him the slightest delay, and I want to see how noticeable it is. Okay, so that's not noticeable.
Yeah, not very.
Is this noticeable? Yes. And now he's slightly off. So that is a 0.1 second delay. He's out of sync by 1/10 of a second, and you can tell. I suppose it's probably done by ticks. So if I do 0.05 of a second, that should be noticeable. No. Interesting.
Something else interesting.
The web army will
I
conquer.
noticed it looks like some of them have the thin arms model and some of them have the thick arms model.
Oh, really?
That one's got 4 pixels. These ones have 3 pixels.
Yeah. That's weird. That's really weird. But then at the end, all I need to do is do mocap scenes remove dot army. Oh,
Trying to see if it shows it on mine as well. It looks like, yeah, some of mine also have the 3 pixel wide arms.
well, I just got rid of the dot army so we can't do it again.
Yeah.
That's really weird. So yeah, we could do a lot with this. This is just day one of experimentation.
Yeah. Have you
And a
tried
lot
if
has been discovered.
Identities works with
so
it?
it doesn't work with the identity mod. It doesn't work with Pequi.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Would it still record and just put a regular player there, or does it just kind of like
Yeah.
not work at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
Which is quite funny because I doubled my size in Pequi, so then I just had somebody running really fast. So yeah, it would work in Pequi for speed.
Okay.
So that's useful because people don't walk at the same speed, so you can use Pequi to vary your motion by small amounts. And I think it will pick that up. I haven't done that experiment yet, but I think it will pick that up with different animations,
Okay.
different recordings.
So if there is ever something we want to do with different sizes or
Yeah, if
specific
it's something of
mods, it
different
would
sizes,
have to
we're
be.
gonna have to just do that through editing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with this. There's nothing about this that we can't do without this mod.
Yeah.
So all the walking around, that is something that I know I am capable of doing just for editing. However, this saves hours and hours of time
Yeah.
because we don't have to do all that compositing. So yeah, in some cases we're gonna have to do the compositing, but I think those aren't going to be as common.
Yeah, this would definitely save a
We'll
lot of
find out.
time from that.
What I haven't done, because I haven't tested these mods out, I haven't seen how well it interacts with HD skins and with ears. But those are also two new mods that we haven't played with yet.
I
Yeah.
do have a lot of different skin variants of Hayden. I could try at some point making like a little mock-up of just a bunch of them doing random things to see how it does with several different skins.
I'm gonna be making a load of skins, so I want to, before I start making a load of skins, because it's me, I do want to make sure I have a system in place that I can just churn them out really quickly.
Fair
So
enough.
they'll come up, because I want to just make regular looking folk. So I just want to come up with what is a basic shape for a shirt, a shape for shorts, a shape for trousers, a shape for a jacket, a shape for dresses, various hair shapes, and just go, right, now that I've got all of these, let's choose a variety of colours for each one, and then it can just be a skin randomizer.
Nice.
So I can very quickly generate all the skins I want.
Just
Oh, that
realized.
could be really interesting. Oh, I've put ideas into my own head now. Would you like to hear a funny story?
I always enjoy a funny story.
I've got a cute story and I've got a funny story. Which would you like first?
Cute story first, then the funny story.
Okay. So, we've had some house viewings recently. We had we had 3 house viewings booked for yesterday and 1 house viewing booked for Friday, but then one of the house viewings moved from yesterday to Friday. And because I was busy, I had to be out of the house for the viewings. But because I was busy, I wanted to make sure I left as late as I was as would be acceptable, and came back as soon as I could. And I thought, you know what? There's a nice park just a couple of blocks away from me, and about a month ago, they got a new outdoor gym. So I thought, I can go there, I can get a workout in, and I am just a few minutes away. And I discovered the benefits of going to an outdoor gym rather than an indoor gym, in that when I was resting between exercises, a dog came over to me, sat on my foot, and looked up at me.
The best benefits.
Yeah. So that doesn't happen at the gym I regularly go to.
Of all the gyms I've been to, there's never been a dog approach me and lay down upon my foot.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was just talking about how he went to an outdoor gym and in between workouts rested and a dog laid on his foot and looked up at him.
I'd be so energized.
Was just telling Zoe.
I could tell. Then the funny story. So the funny story starts in a very similar way. So we've had some house viewings the past couple of days. So yesterday it got changed to the two house viewings, one at 10:30, one at 10:50. So I thought, well, if I get back for just after 11:10, then they should be gone, and all will be well, and I can get on with my stuff. So I turned down the road, and there's a child playing on the pavement. Her parents are outside. She's just all running up and down the pavement with a parent at either end. It's quite cute. And so one of the parents happens to be just outside my house. So as I step onto the driveway, she says, "Oh, we're here for the viewing." And I thought the viewings were done. Oh, we're booked in for 11:10. I haven't been told about that. Oh, but we booked this morning. And it turned out the estate agent that was doing the viewings was already out by the time they made the booking, and she had seen a message about the updated calendar but hadn't spotted that was the update. So she'd already left. So I ended up giving them kind of a tour. They very much just split up immediately. Also, there were some grandparents there, but from what I can tell, they just had a load of house viewings booked for that day, so they kind of needed to get it done so they could get to the next one. And it had already started late, which was, not their fault, not my fault.
Yeah.
So they immediately split up, so I was kind of vaguely with them, and at one point the dad came up to me and said, "So how far through Gloomhaven are you?" Which is one of my board games. Which is not a question I was expecting to answer. And then he said, "Have you taken out the plastic insert?" And I said, "No. Should I?" So after they left, of course, I took out the plastic insert, and there's a secret envelope. Which is such a weird series of events that led to that. We were supposed to be looking at the house and asking me about my board game collection.
And now you have found a secret envelope.
Yeah. Which says, "Open when you feel you deserve it." So of course I opened it because I deserve everything.
Fair enough. What was within it?
So yeah. I'm going to be doing more experiments with motion capture this week. That's going to be next week's episode.
Fair enough. I think pretty much the only things I have in mind for doing this stream at least is it's going to do kind of similar thing, reminisce and like go around, look at some of the builds and everything, and then continue leveling the mountain, which I've not done for a while.
You, but I need to get going to the gym.
Fair enough. Have a good workout.
Have a good stream.
I want to thank you.
As you can probably tell, I have stopped the sun.
I actually did not really notice.
Wow. We've been sit out here for a while.
Yeah, just now noticed the fact that it has been day the entire time.
Yeah. So, yeah, I leave that up to you whether you want to reset it.
I think I'll leave it
Bye.
for the reminiscing. Bye. I'll just leave the group as well, because no need for a chat group if it's just one person on the server. Where am I? That's not where I meant to go. That's where I meant to go. Oh, it seems it still hasn't loaded. It feels weird streaming. I feel like I need to be doing something, but there's no one there. There's no one there to bounce energy off of and say things for. Zoe, I need you to be funny. Hilarious.
I'm dying.
Big rip. I had not really entered the villager trading hall in a while.
Also, I was being funny earlier. I was dancing in the background.
I forgot it. I had the fresh animations. Look at the villagers looking around. What
Nice.
are you looking at me like that for? No, I'm not going to let you out. You sell efficiency books. You're valuable. Man, Minecraft is such a messed up game if you like really look at certain things. Like villager trading halls are so messed up. It's a bunch of people just confined in these little 1 meter spaces. What are you doing? Villager trading hall, looking lovely. Why'd you do that?
Just to bother you.
Okay. I should have expected no less. Did I show you the tower that I made?
No.
The little like fire watch tower that I put on top of my base? Since I didn't like the stone tower I had on there anymore.
Fair enough. Oh, God.
What the hell disabled my shaders?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Can you don't?
No.
Okay. Be gone. Don't know why K was also set up to disable shaders. I blame you for this. You had him.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Mm-hmm. My dogs.
What did I do?
Can I pet that dog? There's Jeff. I think he's the only one of these that I named. Yeah.
I named it.
That's heavy, man. Give me that, and that. Also that. I'll also be taking those and just all that. What are you doing? That's cheating. Why do I have so much junk? What do I need 21 raw cod for?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong bitch.
Nice. Have I given you a tour of my base as well?
No.
Would you like to? I'm guessing it's also a no.
I suppose.
I guess first, what do you think of my lovely flooring?
Beautiful. Gorgeous. 10 out of 10.
Thank you. It's actually one of the first times I ever actually tried making like a floor design and not just a bunch of planks or stone or something.
Gordon Ramsay would not be upset at that. He wouldn't show his butt on live television just to complain about this.
What?
He had a show called Hotel Hell and he showed his butt on live television.
Well, okay. While he was complaining about the floors?
Well, and other things.
Fair enough. Here's a little hobbit hole window I have on the side of the hill that I'm in.
Yeah.
You can see the sunset, and if you kind of jump up, you can kind of see the little fishing dock that I have set up down there.
Dude.
This is a screaming goat head that I have. And the very first goat I encountered, and I was like, oh, let me get the goat identity, so I killed it, and it was a screaming goat. So that sucked. Here's my little aquarium.
I'm gonna eat your fish.
Do not.
I'm gonna eat your fish.
Do not. My fancy, exquisite bedroom that is also connected to the aquarium.
I feel like you did show me this when you were first making it.
Yeah, probably. Don't have anything in my wardrobe yet, but there it is.
Oh my god.
My first pickaxe is hung up above the door. There's not really much in the basement level. It's just a little workshop area and storage here, and then the mines, and also at some point, somewhere down there, I have a little side room that has all of my allays hanging out in there, so I have a room full of fairies. This is the kitchen space that I have not yet furnished, and the spoon that I won for getting 4th place in the building contest. My magnificent spoon. Right next to the kitchen. Dining hall that also isn't quite set up yet, but also has a lovely view of the lake and the sunset.
You expect people to just dine with no tables, no chairs?
I don't have it set up yet. I'm not expecting guests. Stairway right here with a little hallway. And just leads down where I have framed the map of Agora that I made, as well as a lovely bush. No, you. And of course these lovely torch sconces that I made.
You're a sconce.
That doesn't mean anything. I have my 3 kitty cats in this little glass room under the lake so they can watch the fish. Okay. I kind of have in mind of just having probably it being like a reading area down here or something, maybe a library. Let's make it a fancy seating area, and there's also a treasure chest you can kind of see out there in the lake for ambiance.
Nice.
And I definitely want to add more stuff to the lake in general, maybe a little fisherman's hut, a little tiny little fishing boat docked out there or something. And I don't have anything specific in mind, but I do want to add more little extensions to the base as well beyond what I currently have, so this is definitely not going to be everything.
Fair enough.
But it's everything that I have so far. We'll end the little patio area here where I got all my dogs.
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
He just looked away from you like an absolute nut.
And my mailbox here that I have not gotten any mail in yet. Let me drop off some resources before I go level a mountain. This. I'll put in there. Put those in there. Those. take a nap? Okay. Cutie.
Talk while you're alive like that. What if someone sees?
I doubt it. Let's see. Put away the dripstone. Do I have a thing for bricks? I don't think I do.
Do you have any potions?
Your health is low. Try and see if you can get your combat multiplier even higher. No. No, I'll just put it in the junk drawer. That seems fitting. Eggs, put the fish in there. Lanterns. I just gotta put away all this spruce. I got the food, got the sticks. Put this away into my treasure drawer. Nah, this was more fitting for junk. Or I could have it in my toolbox. I'll do that. Same with the lanterns. And you know what? Same with the fish, in case if I come across any more cats. Put all of the spruce away, and the oak. And there we go. Inventory sorting has been done. Tally-ho. Sort that. Off to Lorelia. Hello, goat. I've made quite a bit of progress on leveling this entire mountain. There's actually not a lot left to do, to be honest. I was just about to say, it says I have two viewers on the stream. I wonder if Wab still has it just like playing in the background, but it went back down to one. Yeah. I suffer daily. Don't die. Damn. I'm going to use the snow plow instead of the silken spoon. I should probably make more torches as well. Did you know that I love you?
Oh my god. Leave me alone, freak.
No.
I love you. Dying.
Damn.
Who threw something at you?
That would be very rude.
But like, what if it increased viewership?
It would still be rude.
I wouldn't like it.
I doubt my views would just instantly skyrocket if I just got conked over the head.
Debatable.
It would be a gradual rise.
Yeah.
a child getting murdered outside. That should also increase views. What?
Sick.
Maybe. That's messed up. But I paid for it. Aha. I tricked you, goat. I tricked that goat into ramming a stone block and one of his horns fell off. You no longer have any horns. I kinda wanna keep that goat. I must head back and grab a lead so I can kidnap him. Not really much of kidnapping if it's an adult goat, though. You get it? Because baby goats are called kids.
I'm going to remove your limbs.
You love me. Ooh. Give me that. Give me that. Where are my leads? They're in my toolbox. I was a fool. Give me that. I'm gonna start a goat pen over there. Just because I can. Has my lovely singing voice brought in any more views?
No.
Damn. I'm a failure. Come hither, goat. You're my friend now. Believe it or not, we're having soft tacos later. feel like I honestly might as well just stop the stream. Not much really going on.